to have to be able to earn money off my own content, and you're already showing advertisements on my stuff. You're using my content to gather data. There's I've been talking about this for years. There's a video of me speaking on this. You know what I mean? Is there's billions and billions of dollars being made from my content. You're giving me a percentage of a penny, and now you're giving me really minute ways to earn money off my content that really isn't doing ish for me. Versus how if I was to have my own website, my own streaming site, where you can discover me just as easily as you discover anywhere else, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me break down a technical way as to how that would work. Every artist has a Spotify account, has a Spotify platform where you go on Spotify, you find this artist, but this artist you have now connected to this artist on a decentralized website of his own, meaning that you got directed through Spotify to his own streaming platform where you're able to listen to the music without having to download a bunch of people's apps or things like that. Now, you're still listening on Spotify, but he sets the rate that you're going to pay him per stream, right? Where if you loaded $20 onto your account and you got a guy that wants you to pay him a penny every time you play his song, you pay him that penny. You know what I mean? And I know there's issues that do arise with this, and this is why this isn't something that has launched yet. Like, for example, if you have your music player on shuffle and you come into someone's song and they're charging you 25 cents per stream, you didn't want to pay that 25 cents because you don't even know who this dude is. But I'm just saying, like, in the future, and this is why I really enjoyed Web3, the control over our content and creativity is going to be such a thing that we're going to be able to do. But now it's kind of like, it's sucky. We're still dealing with the bare minimum. You know what I mean? And even though I have my hoodie on there, PayPal's gonna take a percentage. Shopify, I don't know if they're gonna take a percentage. They might. Spotify might take a percentage. By the time you actually make that sale, it's like you probably shot a lot of content, launched a lot of advertisements just to get a couple hoodie sales. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really work. And I don't want to only just complain. I want to provide solutions, right? Where the little bit of attention that you're getting through posting content, which is why I'm even doing this content now, but you want to convert this into actual like email phone numbers, which, oh my gosh, I didn't want this to be an advertisement, but it might turn into an advertisement. But I think it's important, if I'm going to brand digital, that you know exactly what it is that we're doing, right? Like, these are, as I go upon my own steps into being an artist, I think about all of these things. You know what I mean? I think about all of these things, and I created another aspect of digital where I have a contact list. This is your landing page. You collect the first name, last name, email, phone number, and boom. If you're a true fan of mine, sign up. You like my music, sign up. Redirect everybody to this page. You can even make your own page on here for free. There's no charge. There's no cost, right? And contact your fans directly. Directly. Where if you were able to amass 3 million streams, right? What's 1% of 3 million? I think it's 3,000, right? 300,000 would be 10%, so 30,000 would be 1%. You get 30,000 people to sign up here, and out of that 30,000 people, you get at least 300 people to pay $10 for your next album or $50 for your piece of merch. You know, you're making good money, and I think this is where the focus has to start being in the future. Like I said before, is not necessarily trying to reach Michael Jackson's status of fame or Drake level of fame, but I think we should really be focusing on building our fan bases and how to monetize our fan base. And these platforms are not going to allow you to do that without extracting your soul first in this creator economy. A true creator economy is you being able to operate as a full-fledged business. You know what I mean? And you're being able to monetize and make money. It shouldn't be that you're relying on DSPs to like make you some money. That's not how things should be. I don't agree with that being the thing, but that's going to be the thing until we learn. I think I watch videos like this and I hear people talk a lot about how to use a platform to do this. And someone's going to launch another video, how to use the platform to do this in 2024. Why don't we talk about launching our own platform? Because whether it's 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, it don't matter what year it is. If I got a website and I got an email list, that ain't changed yet. People still using email. Text message, people are still using text message. That ain't changed yet either. You know what I'm saying? So I think those are things we should do, because if not, you become a slave to the algorithm. And really, the algorithm is the driving force for this creator economy that we're sitting here talking about. And I think there's plenty of other ways. There's multiple of other ways, millions of other ways for us to effectively utilize and leverage the technology around us to fortify ourselves as real businesses, to fortify ourselves as real creators and real artists. And I think the number one step you got to start learning is understand technology, bro. We're in 2024. We got self-driving cars. We have AI. You better understand something about technology. You're not just going to sit in front of a microphone all day and think things are going to pop off for you, because, if you don't get the bag for yourself, someone's going to get the bag from you. If you get the bag, you're one of those people that pop off and you end up getting the bag, someone's going to be taking a bag from you because you don't understand anything. I think in this game, being a creator also means you need to be intelligent. You need to really understand things. You need to be able to make sense of stuff. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we could just sit back and just start talking about the mathematics that we're, getting off this creator economy, right? Let's just look at what Shopify made in revenue in 2023. You know what I mean? This is fucking crazy, bro. Look at that. Look at that. For the full year, Shopify GMV grew 20%, or 38.7 billion. That should be your fan base. Your fan base should be growing by 20%. To reach 235.9 billion in 2023. In terms of channels, Shopify revenue from offline sources, which includes offline subscriptions and point-of-sale hardware, was $441 million. There are things that I think Shopify does well that you will probably never be able to do on your own. So am I going to be completely against paying? No. But I'm definitely not for already needing to have a budget just to afford the opportunity when there's plenty of open source free things for me to create a website. To make a website today is super duper easy. You know what I mean? And ideally, if I was to make a website today and this would be feasible for a mass of people to utilize, I would create a website and I would only accept crypto as payment, so that I wouldn't have to pay that transaction fee to PayPal or Stripe, which you're going to have to set up with PayPal or Stripe if you're going to create an e-commerce platform. And I wouldn't have to pay that $30, $40 a month, because it's rough sometimes when, you didn't even get a sale that whole month, but you still got to pay that $30. It adds up. It adds up. We're hardworking people. Everybody don't got the money for that. You know what I mean? But eventually, if you're going to grow as a business, you're going to have those overhead costs. So I do want to address that as well. It's you got to take the good with the good. Sometimes you got to take the bad with the bad. And sometimes you got to take the bad with the good. You got to take the good with the bad. It's the same thing. However, I'm talking like that kid that's 19, 20 years old. He's trying to get on his business tip. You know what I mean? He really don't got money like that, but he knows that he wants to do this music thing and he wants to monetize from it. I'm speaking to you. Whoever you are, no matter how old you are, no matter where your pockets are at right now, understand this technology, because all they're doing is leveraging technology. You know what I'm saying? Shopify doesn't have their own payment terminal for you to accept your payments. They're using PayPal. They got to pay PayPal the same way. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Shopify. Like I said before, they do amazing things, and I think Fashion Nova, which is a multi-billion-dollar clothing company, is leveraging their technology, but for somebody like me, I was able to do the research and I was able to build my own. You know what I'm saying? And, we have Digital Shop, and that's what we're going to use. And, you know what I'm saying? And until we customize the software and we break away from the open source software and use some of our, closed source stuff, I'm using it and it works. It's scalable. It's made me a much better developer and project manager because I'm able to understand the technology. And now it's like you become impregnable as an artist and as a businessman, because like I said before, it doesn't matter where you start, it matters about where you finish. And all of these multi-billion-dollar rappers and creators you see today, they have to go through these steps now because they didn't go through these steps when they were coming up. And they're seeing how much money and opportunity that they were missing out on because they didn't actually take the steps to understand. But you and I are still in a place to understand and learn. And then screw the sky being the limit. A whole nother dimension becomes your your limit because you understand these things as you're growing. You know what I mean? But let's just start looking at some more revenues. I mean, it's pretty interesting to see how much money these companies are making. You know what I mean? And this is all from your content. Like, this is all from your content. Spotify's revenues for 2023 grew 16%. Ask yourself, is your revenue growing? Right? Reaching 3.67 billion euros or 4.05 billion US dollars as a surge in both monthly active users up to 23% to 602 million and premium subscribers up 15% to 236 million beat expectations. Woo! And that was February 6th. Okay, now let's actually type in something that I want to know, right? Let's really get into the nitty gritty because I'm a pocket watching ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Spotify revenue. What did they make? Spotify. Let's see. How much did Spotify make from ads in 2023? Not subscriptions. Not subscriptions. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody look at this. Look at this money, bro. This is nuts. This is billions upon billions upon billions upon billions upon billions. Look at this. I'm trying to get rid of this ad right now. This is billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, bro. This is money right here, bro. Look at this. We're talking from 2016, 2.66 billion euros to 2023, 11.56 billion euros. That's at least 12 or 13 billion dollars just off ads. I'm sorry, excuse me. I wasn't paying attention to the line. This line down here. 0.295 billion, ridiculous amount. So 1.68 billion dollars. Usually I do mathematical breakdowns on things like this, but today I'm not going to because my brain hurts and I was working for the last 12 hours because I'm not collecting ad revenue like this. However, I would like to, right? I'm going to say this. Too many ads. We got to get off the site now. I'm telling people, if you want to make money as a business, as an artist, as a creator, whatever it is that you do, advertising is the biggest ad spend and the biggest ad buy, I think, in the entire industry of business in general.